How do you want to solve this? Substitution or elimination? If you have your choice. Who says substitution? Who says elimination? All right, well, that's pretty clear. I think I'll multiply the top equation by -1. I don't know why I chose that one. Maybe it's just so that this 7 is a positive 7 and I don't have to worry about that negative right there. So I multiplied both sides of the equation by -1. And then I'll leave the bottom equation the way it is. And we can get these to cancel or eliminate. And we end up with -7y equals 28. And then we can just divide both sides by -7, and y is -4. And we're halfway done. Now we can find x, though. If y is a -4, I'll just put it in this bottom equation simply because I have room to work underneath right there. So 3x subtract 3 times -4 equals 21. So 3x plus 12 equals 21. And let's subtract 12 from both sides. 9. And we just divide both sides by 3. Now remember, all these problems like this I'm giving you, they're kind of canned problems right now. We're just practicing the method. And the answers are going to be integers, aren't they? Okay, if your answers aren't integers right now, then that's just a clue to you that something's gone astray, right? Now what about graphing them? We know the intersection of these two lines, don't we? We know the intersection of the two lines is the point 3, -4. So 3, -4. We know that. So isn't that one point on both lines that we already know? Could we use that to graph the line? I think so. You know, if this top equation, let's play our little game here. We already know if we put in a 3 for x, what comes out for y? Okay, so let's just put a 0 in for x. 3 times 0 is 0. Ooh, that's not pretty. 4y equals -7. Y would equal -7 over 4, which is -1 3/4. Ooh, can we graph that? So 0, -1 3/4. I'd say it's about right there. Okay? And then on the other one, the bottom equation, we already know if we put in 3, we get -4. And then if we put 0 in for x, looks like this one's a little better. Y would be -7. You guys agree? So 0, -7. 0, -7 right there. And now we could have, instead of using that point, just to make sure that we were correct, we could have done something else. We could have put 0 in for y here and said x is -7 over 3, which is -2 1/3. So -2 1/3, 0. That would have been the same line, correct? And here we could have said, what if y is 0? Well, then x, I believe, would be 7, wouldn't it? So 7, 0. And you can see I didn't quite hit that point, but there we go. Starting to fall together a little bit better for you? Practicing this every day? Okay. Does that fill up your graphs, or is that the fourth one? Okay, so we'll be handing that in today with your assignment. 5.6, where we talked about angle side angle and angle side. So, do you have some questions on 5.6? No, but can you have a little bit more time? Well, can we do a question right now? No one has anything right now you want to ask me? 20. Is that a proof? You guys you always make me do the proofs. Tell you what, I'll get you a good start on this, okay? We're supposed to prove the two triangles are congruent. And I want to draw them NMK. Okay. So this one here, NMK, we're supposed to prove that is congruent to LKM. LKM. So I just drew them different colors so that we can talk about them a little bit better. It seems to me like they have a side in common. Isn't KM congruent to itself? Okay, so we've got a side. I'm just gonna put a mark on that. And then what are we given? We're given that angle L up here is congruent to angle N over here, and we're congruent. We're given that this one here at K and this one over here are congruent. So I think with the side, we've got two angles and a side. Can we always make two angles and a side work? It's either going to be angle side angle, or it's going to be, which is it in this case? It is angle side, isn't it? You see how we've got an angle up here, then the little angle, and then the side. Big angle up here, little angle, then the side. See all three that are congruent? So you should be able to prove that. You've got your given information, you've got KM is congruent to itself, and then boom, you're done, right? Congruent statement. Okay, give you about 15 more minutes to get that finished up.